What? I don't know what happened, but we totally missed this.
The Prime Tortoise. We need your live show right now.
Super fast Tortoise. Prime 406.
You broke it.
I broke it. Man, so my wife ordered Father's Day gifts that came in early.
I saw.
You saw the mug, right? Did you see the shirt?
No, hang on. What did you get? Untapped lands are why I have trust issues. I love it. I love it.
All right, so she gave it to me early. So then she's gonna do something small but special on Father's Day because what happened was she was ordering something for her birthday because we really didn't get her something for her birthday because we were on vacation and something big and extravagant you don't want to just haul on a train. I mean, she got like a fancy gel nail kit.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I'm here on Amazon. I'm gonna get this, and she found that Jurassic Park mug. And other than the logo, the most perfect part about it is it's dishwasher safe. Right?
All right.
Yeah. And she got this shirt that came in the day after. But so today, I don't have a direct plan, but my thought process for today's episodes is we should talk about things we like in Magic and elsewhere. Because you know what? We talked a lot about the things we don't like. We talked about
I talked a lot of shit. I talked a lot of shit in some chats today. So
yeah, right.
I think I need to be like. That's why I got packs.
Packs, look at that.
Of one of my favorite Masters sets. So
right. Let's say hello to some people. We got James. What's up? We got Twiddler. Ooh. Party on, Garth.
Party on.
Party on.
Oh man, pop. Party on, Prime.
Pop.
Look at me. I made it this week. What's up, Preacher?
Preacher. Hey, Preacher. Nice to see you. Oh, that is nice. That's awesome to have friends and family here. Oh.
So let's be real.
I'm real.
I'm only playing, but I really like Lord of the Rings as a book, right? As a series of books. And I really enjoyed the movies.
Right.
I find this set to be a little bit pandering and meh. It's kind of meh to me.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only negative for right now. What up, Crispy Souls?
Well, on a lighter note, still kind of in a negative tone. I was like going through the roster of cards, and the way they've been designing the cards. Like I bet there's a way you can get every individual card and line them up from beginning to end, the entire story. Like
that would actually be really cool,
right? Just by
legit be effing awesome. If you lined it all up, if you lined them all up, and they either told the story or like it was all just pictured out, like it would kind of I think that'd be really neat, right? But they're doing smaller things of that, like the whole set is sweet,
like little panoramas. Hey, Dual Brain,
Papa Dual Brain in the house.
Yes, and we got Benson.
Chris. New binder. See, It's got my other nickname on it.
Mm-hmm.
I bought this off a buddy of mine. I've only taken a couple things out that I got to put into the other deck.
Mm-hmm.
Stick deals on whatnot. I ain't getting. Hey man, in all legality and all that good stuff, the Pinkertons should, in all fairness, be involved, right? If they want to do it to that guy, they should be doing it to these people too. Same time frame and everything, and they got it early too. What's up with that?
Mm-hmm. right? Like I don't get it. Like the leaks and everything. Like people already open it up. Like, Pinkertons should be like spreading like seasoning, you know? I don't know if that's a right analogy, but I used it. But like, so there's a lot of positive, It's just there's been so much talk about the 101, its awesomeness.
I could give a shit less, honestly.
Right?
I'm sick of hearing about it.
But like,
$1 million bounty now. I don't care, man. I'm not gonna get it.
But like the set has some powerful cards in it, and I don't want to go searching for them right now. But there's that board wipe I was showcasing earlier. 3 mana, destroys each creature with power 3 or greater.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, 3 mana board wipe, that covers a lot of territory in Commander. That's going to be pretty epic. I mean, woohoo! And it gives you food tokens. Not worth a darn for each creature that you control that's less than power 3. But, it might save a secure tribe elder. It might have a Kithkin out there, which I'm kind of
whatever, dude. Like,
I'm surprised that they didn't use the term Kithkin, but they used hobbits.
It's because they paid a bunch of money to use that name.
James says, I think the cards make up an 18 card picture. Nifty. This lady I've been talking to lately really loves my deck. Oh,
nice.
That's cool.
Nice.
Howdy, you MTG Hillbilly.
Dag Blaggett.
Dag Blaggett. He made it. Not kidding. Let's see. Current's crazy thing, Dual Brain says. Yeah, you must be going through the small curve before you get to the steep curve. Yeah. But man, so interesting thought, right? James and I palling around talking after my morning's live. And this is something I thought about until the 101 is opened. Now, this is not a positive thought, but it's nothing negative on Magic, right? But it's negative for the marketplace. Because, there are Walmarts, Targets, and name brand stores that sell these cards in the shop. Plus, there's game shops. With this 101, until it's opened, we might have things going on where people will steal a bunch of cards. People might forcefully take cards. I'm trying to watch my wordage here. And, some illegal things might happen to obtain this card. And I was talking about the replications of things we've seen in the past. Like we've heard about Magic shops being vandalized and people breaking and entering. But we also seen stories of like old toys like Couch Patch Dolls, Tickle Me Elmo, Furbies, where people got into this craze and just knocked things out of the park just to grab the card. What's this? Chris has actually met an older lady who wants to play Magic. He used to play Pokemon. Now thinks Magic is the bomb. Nice. James Willis says in 3s and 4s. Wait until they're teenagers. Yay! Wait till they're 2. Oh, 19 years. So, my brain was thinking about it. I'm like, until this One Ring is open, how safe is the product on the shelves? I mean, what? I mean,
it's not. It's extremely volatile, and
right.
The people buying it are crazy. So
right.
remember when the PS3 came out and there was like riot in LA and there was people getting killed over them and shit? Same scenario, same kind of shit, man. People get all fucking crazed over something.
Right, and I'm hoping this is
You've seen videos of Black Friday.
I've actually witnessed Black Friday. My son was involved as a worker.
Like Black Friday.
Yeah, so I think, and the one thing that brought this to my attention was the thought process, is all the attention that it's been garnered for this very valuable, already curved card.
Yep.
You know,
Pipe.
hype. Play a hype video.
Yeah, that shit ain't straight, dude. Like, if you watch them, like the guy's got the glove on and looking at it and everything, they're showing it off. Shit's pringled AF already, dude. Like, come on, man. That's supposed to be your premiums. It's
Right.
supposed to be the best of the best.
Put that in your.
You get that shit fucking graded. It comes, like you guys were saying earlier, it comes back low grade, and all you did was open it and sleeve it and send it.
Oh, yeah, but if you grade it, what are you grading it against? There's nothing to grade
it's a condition. That doesn't matter. It's a conditional thing. You're grading it on its condition, centering, edges, all that shit.
Right, but my thought process is it's the only version of itself, so you only can grade it against itself.
But that's not how grading works.
Well, like I've seen other people grade, like on YouTube videos, you can find them, and they're usually grading based on a curve of other pre-existing things.
You're saying, like, okay, so I understand what you're saying. So, like, let's say I have Clever Impersonator from Cons,
Right,
and I have the same card from the list version or something.
right.
Compare the two and grade them against each other.
Right.
But even then, that's different. You could send them off to get graded separately, and they'd probably come back with different grades. Why? Because they were printed fucking differently.
Right. But like the most intelligent thing, I think, is to get it validated as a real Magic card. I know that's the only thing I could think you can do to confirm its worthiness. What do you call it when you prove that it's a Magic card? Like, you do the
authentication.
Authenticate. Thank you. That's the word my brain is working off. I had very little sleep last night. That's why I looked the way I did earlier.
That shit was so funny. I'm like, you're all right. You're all right.
Plus, I was reclining in a recliner.
And I'm not a grading expert. I will never claim to be, but like that's not how that works. I know that much.
Right.
But yeah, like authenticating it would be probably the first step, and then have it graded. But I wouldn't fucking send it to eBay.
Right.
I'd have like BGS or somebody take care of it. One of the bigger companies, right?
Mm-hmm. Very, very different. You're talking about what I'm talking about?
The grading thing, yeah.
Yeah, authentication is an important aspect of grading, which I'd assume it is. Authentication was, to me, like
they test to see if they're real or not anyway.
Right.
That's just part of the fucking grading process. I thought anyway.
Right. And I'm not saying you can't grade the card, because if there's a giant crease in that card, I'm pretty sure it's not going to get a 10 out of 10 grading because it's only existing one.
No, that's what I'm saying. That'd be funny as shit. Like it came out of the pack that way type stuff. You get it graded, it comes back a 6, and you're like, bro, I literally packed. I opened it, slapped it together, sent it to you, and you're telling me it's a 6?
Right. So that
would be funny.
That would be hilarious. But now, what if, because all the foils that are curved, what if the grading system decided to go on a curve and there's a curve scale?
Bro, this ain't education, man. Like, there's more money involved here. Like, what are you doing?
Well, the nice thing about it, whoever pulls it is going to walk away with a valuable piece of cardboard.
Okay, also history. Like, but again, how long away? How far out are we from this set coming out? 2 weeks on Friday or something like that?
Yeah, it's not
whatever.
Far
I don't know the time frame because I don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Couple weeks maybe tops, right?
Right.
The bounty's at 1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's gonna up that. You ain't telling me Mr. Cassius Marsh is sitting there talking to people at his shop and the football team he plays for, like, hey, we need this card in my shop. They'll probably call, you know what I mean? Like, they'll probably be like 1.2 or 1.25 or something.
Right. Imagine Watsy's reaction if someone destroyed their 101. That'd be fun.
That's just like a spectacle and all that.
Oh! If someone played the rip a pack game where they rip a card randomly to see what they ripped. I can't remember the name of the game, but yeah. I hope a kid pulls and glues his backpack. Well, all right. So, inevitably, we had that conversation just now about the 101 ring. All right. That's enough. Enough. Let's relax. Let's breathe. Let's talk about stuff that's enjoyable, right? Like, it's been a while since I played a game of Magic, and I want to play a game of Magic, and I can't do it here because there's not enough room for my setup to do it here. But, you know, a conversation I was having with a buddy of mine the other day was the aspect of things that WotC can never recreate. You know, and this is not negative on WotC. It's just we've evolved as a generation of Magic players to get here. You know, because there was a before internet era, and there was an early internet era, and now there's too much internet era, right? And see, and I think I've covered this before in another topic where Wizards can't recreate the many times I went out of my way to look at a reveal at a game shop, and that was only going to be revealed in game shops. And the traveling we had to do to get there. I know Preacher said he had to travel several hours to get to a pre-release one time. I know a lot of people have done so many things to get there, but Wizards cannot recreate the hype that was not generic, genuinely us, and the effort we put into to be a part of the game. Back when Magic was nerdy, they cannot recreate that. One, Magic's too popular nowadays. It ain't considered nerdy. And two, there's too much going on to be hyped about. You can be hyped about certain things, but there's too much to be hyped about, too many things being hyped, too many things being shilled about, too much competition in the market nowadays. You know, there used to be a time you could just walk in and buy the box you wanted. There'd still be a couple boxes on the shelves, but nowadays people are buying it up. Even with the massive reprints going out, people are still buying it up. You know, no matter how much product is coming out, not everybody's a collector. The players want boxes too. The collector want boxes that hold value. Everything's being sucked in, right? So the same feeling that we had growing up is not there anymore. Like, even though there's going to be a twist in the story, even though WotC is being forced to evolve in a different direction, and people like me don't like change, it's coming to a point where me, most importantly, have to accept the fact that WotC's no longer for me, right? As a company, but they're for everybody else or everybody, but they're more garnering towards they're more garnering towards the more business aspect of things.
Yeah, they're strictly a corporation at this point. They give a shit about us. All they give a fuck about is money. Right? Money go burr, money's machine go burr.
Right. So I think it's important, and this is where the positivity comes here, is I think the most important part is the community of players like you, like Twiddler, like DJ, like everybody else.
Twiddler don't play.
Right. Well, the community is the most important part, especially us older people, to keep the spirit of the game alive the way we loved it, not the game that it's becoming. You know?
No, it's all about like getting together with your friends and shit, you know?
You're right.
Chris, Waterclaw Grove and Cordial Vampire. I don't know where the Plague Engineer would be, but text me your address.
You're gonna sound like me, dual brain. That's true.
Rally the peasants.
Woo-hoo.
That's what we're doing. Rally them peasants. Get that one ring. Buy it all out so nobody can get it. We'll sit on it for years.
Respect current Magic play pre-modern. Yeah. All right. I've been buying a bit of older packs today. Ooh. Nice.
Hondens are always good. I don't know about that.
This is Night Swarm. Hey, look, there's a foil.
Look, there's a female.
That they are. Oh man, so the positivity, like I know I'm not a collector, like say Dobrin's a collector or Bob's a collector, but like my major collection of Magic is more the memories I kept, not the cards I have. Even though I've been blessed with a bunch of cards in the most recent of times, and but like the positivity is the fact that I can go live on a Magic channel, and some people just want to jump on and hang out. Sometimes one people, sometimes more people, and we talk about what we love in the game. And I think that's the important part, is that we love the moments that we had, and we grow the moments that we share. I know you heard that, but this stream is not brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Oh, I didn't even crack mine? Shame on me.
But I will accept sponsorships.
I much enjoy that shirt, to be honest.
Thank you.
That's why I have trust issues. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, the wife laughed so hard when she showed it to me. She's like, "I love the shirt from what it said. I hate it when she's playing against me. She says, I hate it when I'm playing against you and you have untapped lands." I said, I don't always play a blue deck or a counterspell. She's like, I know, but I don't know that. I've been playing a bit older packs lately. Nice. That's what you would do. Come on down. I need mini cards from Eternal Masters. Eternal Masters is a really good set. But give it like 6 months and they'll have Eternal Masters remastered. No, I'm kidding. I'm just feeding Watsy ideas. That's my favorite part about Magic, collecting sets, but they made too hard with the new sets. Oh yeah. Like,
well, that's
Wizards has kind of slammed. Wizards kind of slammed set collecting in general. I mean, just look at Aftermath, right? A 50-card set with about 300 different cards, all because they're different variants.
Yep, sucks butt. I don't get it. I don't know. I really like this game, and I really wanted to show off what I got. And
let's show those cards.
People are just
is that a deck you're building?
Wizards is just ruining my shit.
Yeah, you're good. They're ruining value. That's what they're doing.
All right, so we got Urborg, which is reserve list. Grave Pack, that's going in my Stronghold binder. We've got Reaping the Graves, foil out of Scourge, and One with Nature, foil out of Scourge.
Yeah.
Those go in my retro foil binder. That's yours.
Right.
That's just most of this. That I'm going to keep that for something because that's the OG Lily.
OG.
But these were secret lairs that were in that binder that I bought from my buddy that I'm going to put in my secret lair binder.
Nice. I
did much enjoy this secret lair, though.
Ooh.
Whatever demons that were etched. These were kind of cool.
Well, that was a good secret lair. They even had a Grizzlebrand in there.
Grizzlebrand. Razaketh is a good one.
What's up, Cosmic Seeds?
But, Steph, look. I got a couple more Silver Age foils.
Yeah, we're just trying to talk about the positive things in life about Magic while Prime just enjoying his fancy.
You remember when foils were great? I do.
Right? You remember when regular foils used to be the rare hot commodity?
How much is Grave Pack these days?
I don't know. Only 2 cards away from a 7th set booster, brother.
I already threw in some extra Eternal Masters, Chris.
Throw me some of those Prime. One with Nature. Ooh. MFGA. Ooh. You guys are doing pretty good. Yeah. Rock on. You got to have fun. Like, I can't wait till I have a regular schedule again on Sundays. I can play with DJ and them on the games. I can't wait to be able to play games with people again. You know, it's the things I don't get to do now is the things I miss because I had the chance at home.
I know. That's just a pretty looking foil, man.
Oh, those old school foils are pretty. It's like I always liked how they didn't foil the art, but the border and it stuck out.
Yeah, dude. Like that's why I like old ass foils. I hate new foils because it's literally the whole card just looks like shit half the time.
Right?
I love how these pop, man. Like pulling them back in the day was something crazy fun too. You're like, what is this?
Right? And not only were they pretty, there wasn't enough foiling on it to curl the darn thing.
Yep, exactly.
One with nature foil. Most important part of enjoying Magic is focusing on what parts make you happy. That is right. And hello, Coach.
Also, speaking of focusing, look at my wrinkly hand.
Yeah. Dang, I gotta run. See you later. See you later, Chris. Thanks for showing up.
Later, Chris. Let's do
Love
one more.
overrated foils. Oh yeah.
Unknown. Who the fuck? Look at this shit.
It's unknown.
Get effed.
Doesn't even tell you the state they're from. Doesn't give
Nah,
you
man, that's like straight up. That's shady as fuck.
It's like telemarketing at its finest.
It's got to be right.
Mm.
That's a couple bucks.
Really?
Or it's just because it's Therese Nielsen. I'm fucking drooling on it. I don't remember. Or maybe it's the foil version.
Well, it could be.
Roar of the Worm.
Roar.
Hey,
Sorry.
Wow, shit. So many songs.
One of my favorite arts from it.
I think that's one of my favorite arts as well. Not a bad card.
It used to be a $30
Sucks
art.
it got fucking destroyed by Dawn Remaster.
Elemental Tucking.
Warden of Evos Isle. Flying creature spells with flying you cast cost one less. Oh wow. Huh.
One less. That's interesting.
I
Interesting.
mean, like in a draft, that would be the shit. Like
that's what I meant to do.
redrop with flying and that.
Right.
2/2. It's not bad.
Not bad.
It's not bad. I would, it'd be like a draftable type of card, right? That's what I think. Also, Dragonauts.
I remember when that card used to be sauce. Back in the day, Spells Matters worked with that card very well. But now it's like a weak card because, power creep. Power creep. I mean, man. So there's so much that goes around when we talk about Magic nowadays. And one thing that gets overshadowed is how many people are in Magic that love the game as much as each other. And people don't take time to think about and appreciate the amount of people who've played the game so long and loved the game so long. They just keep talking about stuff, negative or positive. But the positive note is there's so many damn people like us who love the game as much as us. And they're not talking about the people with big YouTube channels. I'm talking about everybody who jumps in, who's nice enough to even come to our weekly show. People who have different point of views and perspectives, who have their own thoughts and memories. I mean, Wizards used to be a game where we got to collectively unify with the game, with the people in the game. I remember being able to go to my card shop and everybody there knew my name. They knew the kind of cards I liked. They knew the kind of decks I played, and everybody's always helping each other, building decks for the next tournament, always sitting down practicing, going crazy, and somehow life gets in the way, responsibilities.
Life always gets in the way.
Right? Right.
So life finds a way. It's like life gets in the way.
Right. The most relatable quote from Jurassic Park is, "That's a large pile of shit."
That's one big pile of shit.
Because that's life in a nutshell. because no matter how much we want to have fun, we got to go through the other stuff. Oh, I should just blow up your screen. I haven't seen cards for days. What people join? Oh, yeah, you still got that.
I'm not trying to show off. I just was like, oh, I got everything. And I'm remembering that I have to send this out, and then I got to send this to Chris.
Right.
I might as well send that to you on Friday.
Well, I was being patient because you did send me that big box from Twiddlers.
I know. I'm just trying to get my shit together. Is all.
That's
I need to get some stuff cleaned up.
Some stuff.
Also, I should probably send that to Steph.
Mm-hmm. Man, a lot goes in your life. Like a lot goes in the background of your life.
Yeah, dude. Like, especially with work and shit, man. What's in here? What is even in here? Ah, the death corona.
Nice.
Foils. More
Nice.
death. Ruinous ultimatum.
Pretty solid.
Some Roberts. Got some Roberts.
Rick Thar.
Rurik. Some Mizzix.
Nice.
That's a promo Sulphurous Springs. A Depopulate. Deadly Dispute. Some Lightning Bolts. A Fireball. Hey, and a Savannah Lion from me. What the fuck?
Speaking of Savannah Lion, did you ever send those Savannah Lions to Savannah Lion?
I need to figure out his address again.
True. Sounds fun.
Oh yeah, it's so hot in my house.
Now you just flexing your ego. You're like, oh, I'm so hot. Everybody just look at me. Yeah, I remember. No, I'm kidding. Oh man, so all the fun stuff, you know. Oh, hello. Okay, we already talked about those. So
Facepalm. There we go.
Facepalm. Facepalm Fridays. If you know what that's from, you watch YouTube long enough. How are y'all running smoky, hazy air? Well, thanks to my location, we're not getting a lot of it here in central Iowa. But a lot of people are getting it in northern territories.
Bro, like the East Coast is getting it like I usually get it. It's crazy because over here, we usually get stuff from California and shit and Canada.
Right.
So like we get socked in from two angles, and then we're on fire as well.
Right.
Oregon was on fire.
It's crazy how many fires are going on and for how much rain we've gotten this past year.
Yep.
Because there was a lot of rain. Like even California had record snow this year. Like hella.
Oh, don't get me started on California. It's because the damn almonds.
Yeah, the almonds.
I got a solution to that almond issue with the water.
Right.
All we got to do is figure out how much water, or like how many people, how many homeless people it takes to generate 1 gallon of water.
Oh, man.
And by that, I mean smashing them all together and pressing the water out of them and filtering it, obviously. But then I just want to be able to go with my blue diamond and be like, it's made of people.
Just like Soylent Green.
Yep.
If you don't know what Soylent Green is, it's an old movie. That's all I can say. It's a classic movie. It's an old classic. What was it? William Shatner played in that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Northeast
something on the wing.
A campfire. There's something on the wing. Oh, man. I haven't thought of a Twilight Zone in a while. Benson says the Northeast is smoky. Fire smells like a campfire outside. Excuse me. Ooh. So here's a question. All biasness aside, and how you feel about the 101 ring. And
They broke the world.
on that hype. All biasness aside,
It breaks the world.
how do you like the concept of going to other planes of different
Universes beyond, basically?
Yeah, but like as a set, not as like a special secret layer or something. Like, how do you like it as a magic set?
I think there's enough in Magic that they don't need outside IPs. And it's kind of crossover. There's a lot. That's too many.
Right. To be honest, when Wizards of the Coast talked about going to different IPs, different universes beyond, this was years before Universes Beyond the concept was mentioned to the public. But there was a time when I thought, when they started talking about what if they can go to different worlds, different IPs of pre-existing things that people are already on the rights to. And I'm thinking, well, how cool would it be if a planeswalker went to a world, or maybe a couple planeswalkers went to a world to see how it was? Like, what if a couple planeswalkers happened to go into the world of Lord of the Rings and saw the events happen from their angle?
Okay, yeah, I like where you're going with that. Here's the thing I've been talking with my one buddy about. He doesn't like it, right? Which is fine. But he's like, the only way I could see it happening in the Magic universe is Aragorn and Eowyn are Teferi and Nissa cosplaying.
That's another interesting way.
Right? And then that explains the race swap of Aragorn, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, kind of like, or on the same idea, but kind of like what they did in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where when they time traveled, they had to do equal mass.
Yeah.
Situation where they needed 4 people to take their spots.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an interesting concept, because time travel wasn't a really big thing a long time ago.
Right, but
Magic, but like,
I mean, it's just kind of neat that we were thinking outside the box, because it's like, okay, so I get it. Right, it's the way of the world. They got to adjust everything for whatever reason. Okay, it's saying I don't like it doesn't make me racist, and I want to be very clear about that. I don't like it because it's not true to the actual character. If they want to put black characters in Lord of the Rings, they have more than every right to do it. Just do it right. There's plenty of other cultures in Lord of the Rings to portray those people.
Mm-hmm.
Further south in the lore is just like in Africa here. I mean, it's kind of one of those things, but it's always a heated debate. Like, oh, you don't like it, therefore you're racist. Like, I don't like it because it doesn't make sense. Geographically, where Aragorn is from, he'd be like not quite Native American tan, but right around in there.
What is it? Well, I saw this guy's this was on Reddit. Some guy's response to the Aragorn's race swap, and he did Black Panther or some white geeky dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like Wakanda forever, and didn't put anything negative on the post.
Right, but that inherently is racist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the difference. Right.
But his caption was, if WotC did Marvel, and I just
that's funny.
But like, to be honest, like, I understand the book describes Aragorn fairly in depth to how he looked. But the whole swapping races doesn't behoove me or move me really much anyways, because right now, if you look at the times we're in, there's so much going on.
Well, I know, but again, like, that shouldn't be in my fucking fantasy card game, bro.
Like
Right.
that kind of politics shit shouldn't be in my fantasy card game.
Well, to be
And
honest,
it's not because they race swapped him. It's what's behind why they race swapped him.
right. Well,
Right.
they've been politically charging cards for a while now, and by politically charging, meaning changing things up and doing things just to prove that they're not in the wrong, no matter what they say. And I put that
Well,
in
it's
quotes.
just weird that all these corporations, it's like what Disney's doing, all that
Right.
fucking ESG crap. I don't even understand it.
Right. And
It's
now,
like, why do they care about politics? They're just a fucking business.
well, because they believe it's in favor with the people.
Right.
So whatever puts them on good terms, more people will buy the product.
I guess.
Look, I guarantee the majority of people buying Lord of the Rings are not people who care about every other card in the set right now. Right now, it's all about, is it my chance to pull the lottery ticket? Then people who really want the set will go out and gather the pieces. I'd usually try to stay away from politically charged conversations, but Watsy's purposely putting it in. So they're forcing us to reach a moment where we have to talk about something. If we agree with it, if we disagree with it, or even if we're on the fence about it, they want us to know that they're doing a good job. But you cannot. This is like being a president or a leader. You cannot do a good action without any consequences. Like this might be a good action for them, but there are consequences that are following it. Consequences are not always a bad thing, people. Consequences are also good things. It's just the result of an action. And this has caused a lot of people to get mixed up and get emotional with it, which is the hardest part for me, because I've been slowly but truly I've been trying to disconnect from Watsy's BS, because it's easy enough for me to jump in on emotional impulse and just say and guard against what I believe or feel. But it's coming to a point where my boomer age, where I'm trying to think, man, this decision is not paying my bills. That's a stupid thing to think about, but honestly, what they're doing is not paying my bills, it's not putting food in my belly, and it's not keeping me under a roof. So in the grand spectrum of thing, it's not that important to my life. But politically, it is fully charged, and Watsy's purposely doing it to make things known. Because to me, there was no excuse to do it. But at the same time, they paid the rights to do it.
I guess. Right. But
I don't know how much freedom they had to do it or what permissions they got to do it, but they did it. So there must have been something in the contract saying, "Hey, we can do this."
I don't think there's anything you could, against changing the color of people's skin.
Right. Like I said, in the grand spectrum of things, it is no big deal.
But again, I probably sound fucking like a piece of shit, but it's like,
no, you don't sound like a piece of shit. Look,
it's what the meaning is behind it,
Right.
because I know why they're doing it. It's not because they want to represent a black person. It's because they've got that woke goddamn agenda.
Look, I'd be pissed off if one day I woke up and Optimus Prime was a yellow truck.
All
right.
There are actually yellow decos.
Right, but what I'm saying is if the main continuity, they changed him from a red truck like he's always been and changed him to a yellow truck, I'll be like, why? There was no need for it. So it's in the same ideas. There was no need to change it. But the best thing about this, right? The best thing about the swap, the race swap, is the fact that it does include people who are fans who never had that representation like that. And that's an amazing thing on the positive side of things. Now some people will be like, hey, this guy represents me. No, I can cosplay this, where I had a harder time doing it because I look different. But I live under the spectrum that we're one race, different colors.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. We're all still human beings.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why I said the regional thing, because of based on where he was from. Right. That's why he wouldn't be that fucking color.
Right. But
it's just.
No, I get you.
But like, people are just, you're racist. It's like, no, if you listen to what I said, no.
But like I said, the most positive thing about it is there's basically medieval looks
Look at
that people can cosplay now that they felt like they probably couldn't do before. Ah, yeah. You want to pull a mythic?
I disagree, Twiddler, on that, because with what Amazon did, it came out that the Lord of the Rings people were really extremely pissed at Amazon with Rings of Power.
Oh yeah,
because of the liberties that they fucking took.
Oh yeah, and they're even trying to sue them, or they tried to sue them over it.
Yep.
So
I don't know how much of that's actually true, but I just reading and shit. But yeah, there's definitely a lot more going on behind the scenes than we even fucking know about. I don't know shit. I'm just saying.
Benson, wish I were there. Hello, Adam. You know what? It is time for this. For those who want to pull the 101 ring, this is for you.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Remember the 1 out of 1 million?
Yep. All right, let's crack this last pack.
All right, hold on a second. Just
no,
there's more going on.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Twitter. Like, that's just the way that these big ass corporations, they're just trying to match what Disney's doing. That's all.
Yeah, before Disney buys them out. Ooh, fog.
Go broke. They'll figure it out, dude.
Yeah, that rhymes. It must be true. I'm kidding.
I feel like that came out in Urza something.
Ooh, brainstorm.
Brainstorm's always welcome.
Miss Enchantress.
That's kind of okay. Is he? Oh, Shartless Agent.
Shartless Agent.
Not bad.
Haven.
Rift Watcher.
Nice.
And a soldier.
And a soldier. You know, after the 1 ring is pulled, there'll not be another box sold. Nah, that'd be hilarious.
Dude, straight up. So much is gonna be cracked before the ring is found. Right? And then the ring's gonna get found. No more purchases, all single. And I'll buy more when the cash drops. Yeah, totally. Because there's still the soul rings and shit that you could go after.
Oh, there's tons of stuff in there. Like my question is, how many people are going to try to do returns after the 1 ring is pulled? Like, well, okay, I don't need to do that. I got my receipt. Take this back.
It's just straight up. You can't do that.
You'd be surprised we can get away with on Amazon.
Oh yeah, they'll just resell it. That's fine.
Right.
Fucking Amazon.
Put it on a Watsy dump when they put everything on sale. Watch.
It'll end up in the Watsy dump.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I got another. I got a sneak peek of the next landfill. Check this out.
Well, I can't see myself doing any buying the release of the 7th of November, right?
That's my junk. It's a good thing I have pants on today. Anyway, no, sneak peek of look at yep. Magic product found at dump. Coming soon. Everybody freak out.
Right. That's crazy.
Bro, you realize it's probably just a YouTuber that fucking cleaned out his office.
I might have the one ring, but if I don't, I'll dispose of the pack the way it needs to be. That's hilarious. Hilarious. You know.
I'll remember that for you, Twiddler. Because if you buy any of it in November, I get to be like, ah!
He'll point at you with the finger of shame.
Yep, I'll be like, ha!
Man, we love this game so much that we get passionate about it.
It's just, more than anything, it brought me more friends.
Mm-hmm. You know, especially being a person who is hard to find good friends, like myself.
Yeah.
You know, not saying every Magic player out there is a good person, because there are some.
Right. Yeah. Me neither. But you know, there's still good. There's still good people. James, I've told you about sitting so close to the goddamn computer screen. You're gonna go blind.
Right. Yeah, that's funny. All right. But yeah, so, but like, you know, friendship is, I think, is a good place to kind of tie everything up. Is, you know, if it wasn't through Magic at all, I would never met Prime. I would never met DJ Twiddler. I would never met James Willis. Even though James and I was talking about when he found my channel, I was in California helping my dad out, and the most things they showed were the videos I posted up there were nature videos, just pictures I took in a forest in my parents' backyard. And he's like, I wonder why this guy's recommending this dude. He's not magic. Then he finds out I do magic things, and he lived through my meme phase, which is a terrible phase. But he went through it. But like, we've met a lot of people, and I've built relationships with Prime, James, Twiddler, DJ, like, and oddly enough, like, if you think about it, like the way people are transforming their channels, we've talked about how people's channels are changing. We're watching people grow in the spirit of the game in a new way, you know? And so we're watching people evolve with Magic the way they're going to evolve. Either it's selling Magic or just reliving Magic, playing games of Magic, or still just talking about your favorite cards or building a stupid cube that we just love. Because I'm a nerd. And anyways. Nerd! But like, we're evolving as people. And like I said, Wizards can never recreate what we used to have. The Wizards will never be able to replicate what we do have.
Nope.
I mean, that's, you know, Watsy, if you're watching this, feel free if you want to jump on one of my lives. I got questions. Pretty sure we all got questions. All right, let's see.
I am made of questions.
Made questions. James says he met Preacher through MTG. And Preacher says he blames James for his addictions.
Bro, I'm convinced that Preacher and James are just the same person. It's just James' split personality.
Right. You know, that's pretty much
Prove
what
me
it is.
wrong.
Right. And he called himself Preacher because he preaches out of a giant peach.
Preacher Willis. That's James and the Giant Peach. God damn, I love that movie.
That's a good movie. It was my nephew's favorite too. But yeah.
All right. Oh, the other thing too. Speaking of peaches, Street Fighter 6 came out last week, right?
Yeah.
Cammy from Street Fighter 2.
Mm-hmm.
Remember her?
Kind of. A long time
Butts
ago.
hanging out.
Oh yeah. Jeez.
Bro. Holy shit.
I
And now
never
there's
got-
like, Cabby's too hot. You gotta make her ugly.
I know, it's fine. I never got into Street Fighter like it did Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, it's just another fighting game. So I'm like, yes, please.
Oh yeah, like
I'm actually enjoying it. It's pretty cool. It looks good. Plays
like
good.
I played Street Fighter and I played Street Fighter 2 a lot, but I don't remember the games because this was over 20 years ago now. And I downloaded the free version they put on PlayStation a while ago and didn't really care for it.
Oh, I
Like,
think that was 4.
What?
Was it 4?
Probably. It was a free monthly drop.
I think it was 4, and 4 was bad.
Then but like one game I remember playing a lot of was Tekken 2. That game was fun.
I
The
like
Virtual
3.
Fighter was fun in the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
Then man, thinking about it, the arcade was fun. Then they can never replicate that again because when we lived, I know this is a different thing, but when we lived where there was no game consoles at home or no big ones and stuff, and we wanted to hang out where it was cool, we'd go steal our parents' quarters from their purse.
Yup.
Yeah.
Taking the change jar, deuces.
Right. We go to the wishing well by the mall and we scrape up all the coins we can there. I'm kidding. But we got pretty desperate with quarters. We'd find ways to get quarters to play more games. You know. And then being 90s kids, it was a troublesome time. Because remember, it was a dog-eat-dog world, if you remember that slang. We thought it was cool back then, but it's not.
Remember Pogs?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. We actually used to own a couple Pogs just a couple months ago before we sold them. Pogs. Little cardboard disc you throw Slimers down. I had a Slimer that I lost in the river twice. I had a Slimer. It was a pretty cool. You would have liked the Slimer because it was like a flaming skull that was like detailed. My sister got me for Christmas, and we lived by this Ogden City River, and I lost it in the river, and I couldn't find it. But a couple months go by, I find it again, and like minutes later, I lost it in the river again because I was an irresponsible kid. But man, it's been fun hanging out with you guys.
Hell yeah. Where's my phone? Where did my phone go?
Look at the time.
Is it time to go?
It's time to go.
It's time to go.
It's time to say rock on. And I really need to make an outro for these just so we can play it an outro. Give us time to hit that end broadcast button. I'll probably think of something. Maybe I'll turn that intro idea into an outro idea and it'd be funny just then. But right now we're gonna start wrapping things up really quick as Prime, high def camera.
I lost my phone. Oh, there it is.
There it is on the desk.
It's under my ass.
All right, sorry, sir. Hi.
Bye, bye.
Bye. All right. Cardboard
Later,
Bob.
guys.
Later, guys. Peace out. Have fun. See you next week on the Prime Tortoise. Woo.